Hey True Beauties, I missed you guys, and if you see this, you know what time it is. We are about to get into this fabulous purple look. It is a knockoff or a duplicate of a look I've done before, and I just did it in another color. As you can see, we are getting straight into it. I am using my Buxom palette. I've been having that for a while. I don't really do purples. I don't know why, because the range of purple is really nice. I just don't know why I don't get into it more often. But as you can see, my brows are already done, and I already have my concealer blended and ready to go for us to get into this awesome look. I'm starting in with the lightest shade just to blend out everything, or to have a transition color in my crease. And as you can see, I'm starting to kind of plan and plot how we're going to place the colors in order for me to get the most dramatic effective look that I can get. Again, as you can see me scheming, I'm really thinking about how I'm going to place these colors, because I want it to really be bright and vibrant, even though they have depth to it. So I'm going in with my Juvia's Placed palette, and I'm going to start on the outer third of the eye, and I'm placing it, well, a little bit towards the middle. That purple right there, there's no names on that for the colors, but it's from my Juvia's Place palette. Of course, everything will be listed below, and I'm just packing that color on. It is a very vibrant, opaque color. If you know me or have watched this channel or anything that I have done, you know Juvia's Place is one of my favorite brands that has come out over the last couple of years. They are worth your money. You get bang for your buck with them. You don't have to put in a lot of effort to get the results that you are looking for, because their products are very good quality products. Going in with a fluffy brush, just packing on the color as much as I can and blending it out as I'm doing it. That's why I'm using a fluffy brush versus a flat brush. I'm going to blend it out just a little bit to soften it up, but I still want the color to be packed in as much as possible to give me the range of color, or the transition of color, once I put the other colors on top. Okay, going in with the very outer third, I'm going in with my Makeup Forever. I'm going into that deepest, darkest purple shade shadow. It's the S974, that eggplant color. I'm going on the outer third, the very outer third, and I'm going to deepen it and make it in somewhat of a smoky look. So I'm just blending that in, taking a little bit, making small circles with the same brush, because I want them to blend together. So whatever's left over from the color I did before, we're just going to blend it in with a new color now in the small circles. And doing the same thing on the other side. Of course, when we do on one side, we have to do on the other. And again, just take it a little bit, because these colors are very pigmented. You do not need a lot. And packing it in and smoking it out. Okay, beauties, you know me just as well as any other beauty girl that I love a good blend, as in where you can't tell where one color starts and the other one stops. So if you need to go back and forth between the colors to make sure that everything's even out, to give you that soft or awesome transition where everything gradiently transitions from one to another, go back in and blend. Do not be afraid of the wrist work. I promise you, at the end, it all pays off. Okay, going in with my loose pigment, I'm using somewhat of a like light or white champagne color from a stackable set I have. Again, everything is just listed below. I'm going to take that and use that for my inner corners. It's a very pretty pigment. I just wish it had more shimmer, like a little bit more glitter. It's more of a softened loose pigment, like a pearl loose pigment. Like, it doesn't have as much glitter to it. I have to find some really good glitter or soft glitter, fine gradient glitter pigments, so they can give me the sparkle that I'm looking for without it being damaging to the eyes. So if you guys have any suggestions, you know, put that in the comment section below. And as you can see, I'm just using my finger just to see or test it out, what it'll give me. And I end up taking a flat brush, wetting it a little bit, and then going back over it to give me what I'm looking for, the payout. Because it's a loose pigment, and that brand is a little bit softer than the pigments I've used before. It's not as opaque, or it doesn't show up as well. I have to go back over it a few times in order for me to get the color payout that I want. And because this is already a bold look, I want everything to kind of be even out. So again, I just go in with a flat concealer brush and just take it and pat it. And towards the middle where I put the first color, I kind of feather it out, or don't pat it as much, and kind of blend it in. Again, go back over it if you need to in order to get the payout that you are looking for. But yeah, definitely just pat in and everything blend together. Okay, babies, prep time. Going in with the Milani setting spray. That has become a favorite for me. That and e.l.f, the Power Grips, they are favorites for me. I use 2 pumps of that and a couple of pumps of the Milani setting spray. The, what is it, all night or last all day? Again, it's all listed. It's a shame and I just saw it. But anyway, I use that. I wet my face or spray my face first, give it a couple of seconds to set in, and then go in with my primer from e.l.f. And I feel that I get the best payout for my makeup. Of course, technique helps with the color payout just as much as the products do. But you know, it's a hand-to-hand thing. They're really good products, and they layer so well with my foundation. And of course, I'm going in with my two faves, or my fave for me for my everyday wear. It is the Fit Me in Toffee Caramel and Golden Caramel. The white cap is the Stay All Day, and the black cap is the Fit Me. And I mix those two because one's winter and one's summer, but I'm not as dark as my summer one, so I just mix it in and it blended out perfectly. Like 1 or 2 pumps of each, or equal amounts of each, and mix them in. And if I feel like I'm a little bit darker because I've been in the sun a little bit more, of course we go in with the darker shade. But you know, just giving you tips. And just going in with my Juno sponge. I need to get another one as a favorite sponge for me as well. Really good quality product, and it's cheap. Like, I got a whole little kit, like the night creamer, the cleansing balm, and the sponge. I want to say for like $30 to $40. It might have been less than that. I think it was less than that. I want to say probably $30, and that's including shipping. It's been a minute since I had it, so I can't really quote y'all. I know it's bad, but still, Juno and company, really good company to work with. Great products. I've had that sponge for a while. I need to buy another one. I bought 2. That's the second one. That's why I need to re-up. I have other sponges, but I like that one. And it blends out very well. And another thing that I have been doing lately is not wetting my beauty blender. I've been using it dry. And the reason why is because I'm not using as much product. And I feel when I use it drier versus wet that I get more of a payout, or color payout, with my beauty blender versus me using it wet. Because once it's wet, it's in the sponge formation to kind of absorb, versus me using it dry to just pat out and blend, if that makes sense to you guys. So lately I've just been using it undampened or unwet, and it's just been blending out my makeup, and I've had no problems with it. And I'm not using a lot of product because everything is just blending and transitioning smoothly. Going in, and of course we gotta make sure the brows stay in place, so tap them babies down. And again, I have all my products that I've used in this look listed below. Following up with that, concealer time. That's one of my favorites, is Ruby Kisses. Of course, e.l.f, Juvia's Place, not Makeup Forever, Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Makeup. Those are favorite concealers for me as well. But lately I've been using this Ruby Kisses. It gives me what I want, and I've been rocking Ruby Kisses since I started doing makeup. And again, child, that was not yesterday. But it's a really good color payout. I let it sit for a couple of seconds, going with my LA Girl Pro, of course, another staple for the beauty heads. And I'm going in with the Juvia's Place, the foundation stick. I use it for, the contour stick. They have different shades, so you could use it as foundation. I just went in with a stick versus just the powder today. I wanted to see if it gave me a little bit more of a payout, but me using powder as I would normally do, if you check out some of my other videos, I normally just use powder. I very seldomly, dear God, go in with a contour stick or a concealer to do my contouring. I just use the powder because I feel like I get the same payout. That's just me. Going in with my LA Girl, letting everything kind of warm up to my face. And I'm going to brighten in my inner corners underneath my eyes to kind of complement the look. I know it doesn't make sense as of right now, but once everything blends out, it kind of goes with each other. So let's just trust the process on this one. Okay, beauties, you know my motto, once it's wet, we have to set. Going in and taking a little bit of our setting powder. This is one by Makeup Revolution. It's in the white or translucent shade, and it's just to making sure everything stays in place. I don't want anything to move. It's a warmer day, so we don't want anything sweating off, even though I don't have that much of a problem with my makeup sweating off, thank God. But I know a lot of my ladies do, or I do have clients that do have that problem. And there is a primer that helps with that. It's in an orange tube. I can't remember the name of it. Hopefully I'll put a picture up somewhere. But yeah, it's a really good product. But to kind of stop it from moving, you know, the lines starting to set in and crease with all the hard work we did, once it's wet, you got to set. So I'm taking an angle brush as my concealer is setting and blending everything together. As you noticed, I did not go all the way towards the edge or the back of my face because of the fact I knew I was going in with this to blend everything out, and I want everything to just be gradient or transitional as my eyes are, where you can't really tell where one is and the other one stops. Like you see that line at the top where the highlight is, and we're just going to take it and softly blend where the line isn't so harsh. And I'm taking it, using it in big circles along my jawline, along the cheekbone, and whatever I feel is too dark, we can go back in with the beauty sponge that we had from earlier and blend it out and make it look more natural. Ta-da! Blend, girl. We gon' blend. Make it fun. Now, once we're finished with that, we're going in with the Huda Beauty in Blondie. That is a really good setting powder. And where the more yellow tone or my foundation is, to kind of soften it up, just to give me more of a definition line, I put it there. And where I did not put the setting powder earlier, I go back in and kind of dust over that as well. And again, whatever mistakes we feel like we need to clear up, that's why it's good to have your beauty blenders and sponges and powder puffs and brushes all on hand when you're doing stuff like this. You will go over your makeup as much as you need until you can get it right. That's why I don't want my girls, especially girls that take my classes or women that come to me and ask me for beauty advice, to feel that they have to get it perfect the first time. You know how many times I go over makeup and it could be a simple look because for some odd reason that day or in that light it doesn't look right. So I go back over it to make sure that I'm comfortable with it because it's on my face. I'm wearing my name on my face because this is what I do. But at the same time, I still want to be beautiful. I still want to have a sauce, you know, of the look of what I put this wrist work into. I need to make sure that everything's together. So go back over it. Do not be afraid of using your wrist, girl. I promise you will not always get it right the first time. And there's the beauty of makeup. You will never be a true master until you understand that you will forever be a student. There's always something to learn. There's always something to improve. So just go back over it as many times as you need to. And right now, I'm just softening up my contour. I feel like it was a little too harsh. So with whatever residue I have from the concealer and powder, I just soften the edges just a little bit. Now I'm going in with my liner. And this is a water-based liner. taking the edge of my spoolie that I used earlier for my brows, the slanted edge, and just using that to create the line that I want for this look. And again, this is water activated body paint. I believe it's vegan. Everything will be listed below again, so you can definitely go check that out. As you can see, I'm using small strokes just to make sure that I'm giving myself the coverage that I'm looking for. And another trick that I have learned when using anything like this, like not the Morphe palette, the Maybelline liners and stuff like that, if you take a clear Lord Jesus like the duo glue for your lashes, like the clear lash glue, if you have a spatula or a brush, and go with a liner first, like take the spoolie or the brush or whatever you have as a liner brush, make the line of what you want first in the clear glue for your lashes, let that set, and then go back over it with your liner. It reduces the cracking of the liner. So that's a trick just for you to have in your box, especially for my beauty heads that be like, I don't like using colorful liners because I feel like it peels and cracks too much. My girl, I tried it. Chef's kiss. It works. So take a little bit. Of course, we don't want to do anything crazy. Take a little bit of the glue on any liner brush or any spatula, you know, whatever you're comfortable with in using it. Like I'm creating my lines here, I would take and create the line first in the glue. Let the glue set, of course, become transparent, and then go back over it with the color that I want to reduce the cracking because this is water activated. I know, right? I saw so many light bulbs go off. Now we are down to the nitty gritty, and as you can see off camera, I put the glitter I wanted on my eyes to kind of make it pop just a little bit more. I felt like it was missing something, so I put a little glitter. I got the glitter off of Amazon or Temu. I can't remember. Hopefully I can find a link. I don't think I can remember the link for that one, but it's just a very iridescent glitter. You can pretty much find that off of anywhere that sells glitter. Really, it's a really nice palette. It comes with multiple glitters, but they're all iridescent. But it's pastel and iridescent, if that makes sense. It just matched. And I'm going over with my foundation powder. It's the MAC Bake Powder, Mineral Bake Powder. And I'm just taking it and dusting off my setting powder and blending everything out. And as you can see, I sprayed my face to kind of help it not look chalky or caked on. We want it to have more of a natural glow. That's one of my staple techniques to make everything more wearable or everyday soft glam, that I blend everything out so much. I go back over it, and if I feel like it's too much, I will take a little bit of setting spray, set it, blend it out, buff it out, just to make it a little softer. Of course, if we want very dramatic, we leave those, you know, let it be harsh, let it be noticeable. Well, I'm not gonna say harsh, but very noticeable. And we're going to touch up and blend out as much as we need to, because again, girl, this is your face. Got to make sure that you are comfortable wearing it. Going in with another favorite of mine. That is my highlighter palette by BHcosmetics. Makeup Revolution, from what I'm understanding, owns them now or has bought them out. I would love to be sponsored by them. So if y'all see this, hey, BH, Makeup Revolution, I would love to be a sponsor for y'all. Like, you know, endorsing y'all products. Yeah, let me be sponsored. Love y'all products. Been rocking with y'all for a minute. That is my MAC in Saint Germain. I don't really like it. I feel like it made my lips look like super big that day. Maybe I was tripping because I haven't worn pink that much lately. But I toned it down a bit with another favorite by L'Oreal. It's their liquid lipstick. It smells like chocolate. Like I need another tube because it's that great. But I wanted to complement the makeup look that I already was going with. Have a pop of color, you know, make it look girly. So finishing with the lashes, pop that bad boy on. And as you notice, for those who've been watching me for a while, I'm using my fingers. And I don't normally use my fingers. I use tweezers because I don't feel like I could have the placement that I want with my fingers the way I do with tweezers. Once I put it down with tweezers, I feel like it's just more precise. But I've been practicing with my fingers to try to see or build up the confidence. Whenever I can't find tweezers for some strange reason, I can still look fabulous because, you know, the fingers still work, girl. It's your fingers holding the tweezers anyway. I know I heard somebody in the background, but I'm just saying. I feel a little bit more precise when I use tweezers. And that's pretty much the look. So here we go. Making sure that everything is straight. Yeah, we're going to change that just a little bit. See? It worked out. Thank you so much for watching, beauties. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos, hit me up, DM me, inbox me. I have all my information. Dear God, I can't talk today. So you guys can do all of that. Love you. Bye.